Good evening once again to a non-live live stream. It's not quite a dead stream because it's never been born, therefore it can't be dead. But yeah, one day we will sort out the technology and we will actually be able to do a live stream. Important notices first of all. Instructions from eBay. Not eBay. YouTube. Yeah, I guess which two sites I look at most during the course of a day. uh, YouTube has instructed me I have to greet you with, "Hi guys!" And I have to give you the following instructions. Like, share and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Okay, right, welcome to a slightly strange one. You can tell by the title, get hungry from time to time. And I thought we'd experiment with some food and drink. Well, just one drink. Earlier tonight I made this. Now, you will have seen them, I'm sure, on the internet, described variously as 10-minute bread, usually from American women, who are actually quite good in the kitchen, in all fairness, or biscuits. Probably more bread than biscuit, to be honest. 2 ingredients. 1, self-raising or self-rising, if you're American, flour. And a liquid. Now this can be water, it can be, in my case I use milk, some people use cream. Yeah, you get the idea. You make a dough, you roll it out flat, cut it into sort of biscuit shape, shove it in an oven, bake it. This one was self-rising flour and some olive oil. Oh dear me, 3 ingredients and milk. And, well, it's not enough. It's actually not unpleasant. We'll come back to that. We'll probably need to. But you could add things to it. You could add mixed herbs to it. One potential viewer's already throwing up at that thought. You could add some salt, might have been nice actually. Or some cinnamon. Or other spices. Or those little chocolate drop things. That might have been interesting. You can do different shapes with it. Perhaps use butter instead of olive oil. I don't know what cream would be like. Anyway, I left that for a while because another one of my things I like are breadsticks. And I bought these today and I've already eaten half the packet. I saw a video about our favourite subject at one time. We kind of run out of things to do with it. Marmite. Damn. Oh, that'll be interesting later. And I have 2 to test. This is Marmite with chilli. And this is the Asda Imposter. It says yeast extract. I thought, yeah, well, why not? Let's compare them. What better way to do that than to take breadsticks, because they're really rather yummy. We'll take a breadstick. Resist temptation to eat it before I can open the pot. You know what's coming, don't you? You take said breadstick and you dip it in there, and you end up with, against the white background, my face will do. There we go. A goodly load. Yeah, okay, more. Hit the bottom of the jar. Oh God, just look at it. It's so thick. Thickly coated. It's actually quite runny because it's warm. You know, I think this is possibly a bit more salty than normal Marmite, the regular Marmite. But it's got something else to it as well. It's nothing like Vegemite, which of course, as we all know, Vegemite is basically plastic. This is really good. Yeah, like I haven't eaten pots and pots and pots of it. It's about half the price of real Marmite. And of the imposters, it is the best. Okay, right. Before I run out of stuff to breadsticks or something, let's try the other one. As I say, dynamite. Chilli Marmite. The pot's nearly empty. Ain't you know, it's Marmite. You can none of this thread thinly. It's ever so strong. Oh, I'm going. Another breadstick required. Oh. It starts off rather bland. That's not enough. That's better. It starts off rather bland compared to the Asda Imposter. No, that was a lot. Actually, that was too much, but it's all right until the chilli comes in. And that's why I kept this handy. Basically, bread, donuts, whatever, are a very good antidote to chilli. And that was too much. Not going to stop me having more. Oops. Breadstick broke. Alright, that's enough. I'm going to get silly now. Most pleasant. Now we need to wash it down. Those of you who watched Big Clive, it's changed colour. Those of you who've watched Big Clive will know that his little medicine during his live streams tends to be based on a thing called Dark and Stormy, which is ginger beer and dark rum. Dark rum being dark gives it the colour dark, and the spiciness of the ginger beer is stormy. I don't like rum. I haven't got any rum. What I did find in the cupboard, I should have bought the bottle up, shouldn't I, was black vodka. There's a story. Before I try that, I'll tell you about that in a minute. I'm going to finish off that bread thing as well in a minute. Before we sample that and see what happens, there's a story behind the black vodka. I remember I bought it for my dad for Christmas one year. I think it was either Christmas or his birthday. And he took one small shot of it and apologised profusely, but said that is basically undrinkable. Oh, that was silly. So I tried it, and he was right, it was undrinkable. I can't remember what it tasted like, but it was really, you couldn't enjoy it. Now, I just point out that my dad died in 2008. So that bottle has been sat in the cupboard for an absolute minimum of 13 years. Absolute minimum of more than 13 years, because he died not long after his birthday. And certainly that birthday, I didn't buy him vodka. It was certainly not that vodka anyway. He was off his drink by then. So it's going to be at least 14. I suspect I bought it when Mum was still alive, which makes it at least 19 years old. Sat in the cupboard. So let's see. Because I don't know whether the camera's giving the true colour, that is now actually looks like ginger beer. When I mixed it just now, it was a rather alarming sort of translucenty grey colour. It smells like ginger beer. I did try it without the ginger beer actually, and it tasted more like normal vodka. It wasn't quite the same as normal vodka, but it certainly didn't sort of make me think that is undrinkable the way it did all those years ago. Something's happened to lose its taste. If you put like past light through it, it does look decidedly grey, but mixed with ginger beer, it's okay. So, I'm going to set a little task for you all. He's just waving half a piece of bread at you. Go to the kitchen, get yourself some flours of different sorts of flavours, and mix it with stuff and see what you can come up with. It takes about 20 minutes. I don't do measurements. You make a dough out of flour and a fluid, and you add stuff to it. And you bake it for, these are about 20 minutes at 160 degrees in my small fan assisted. It's small, it's part of a microwave. It rather grows on you. It's a bit like scone or scone, depending on how posh you are. Only without the crumbliness. Maybe a bit of yeast to give it some flavour and a bit of sugar. Or dissolve some Marmite in water and use that. Or dissolve some Marmite in milk. Ooh, yeah, it's a bit borderline, that one. It could be quite good. You could also deep fry it, turn it into donuts. Just a thought. Might be a bit oily. What you can do with flour is quite amazing. Because if you use strong white bread flour or granary or whatever, you could add some yeast to it and maybe give it a chance to flavour through. But it's the self-rising. It's bicarbonate. It's sodium hydrogen carbonate, which of course when you heat it, it decomposes and produces CO2, which makes it rise. I actually watched this stuff rising because it was about that thick to start with, and it just sort of went. Alright, that was very nice. Chilli Marmite is, I think, a limited one, so you probably can't get it anymore. Haha. If it's not a limited edition Marmite and you just want it for general purpose, I'll have another roast it in a minute. General purpose Marmite use. This stuff from Asda is the best imposter that I've found. It's about half the price. And it is actually easier to spread. And before I wander off and buy some more, it's gone. Hang on, right light. It does look grey. A bit peculiar. I suppose I better finish this. What's up and coming on this channel? Well, we're still not getting bells properly. Although I am going to try and get one of Walbro's new ropes. Probably got to take light up there because the lighting's appalling. We've also got plasma dome thing that I thought we could play with at some point, so that'll turn up. When we get news, I will of course announce there'll be a Moose News when I find out that we're going back to the Abbey. That'll be fun. That'll be some real excitement. We've got a GoPro to play with. The lighting in King's Kurzweil, of course, we're only ringing 6, so it's hardly worth it. But the lighting in the bell chamber is pretty awful, so I don't know how well it would work with King's Kurzweil bells. I also pick up a lot of vibration through the frame, but we can cope. Oh, excuse me. What else? There's bound to be something going on. I have another one with a bike sometime. Yeah, maybe I'll get Simon out on his. And we'll do a joint venture because he's got a helmet cam, one of those sort of dash cams glued to the side of your head. Because can't really work on a bike. Most bikes don't have a dash. And we might combine footage on that, do a joint effort. That would be quite fun. Anything else I can think of? Watch this space for a new business. If you are thinking about starting a business, or you already have a business and want to progress it and develop it, or it's struggling, yeah, contact me. It's complicated, but yeah, excuse me as I scratch my ear. It's the alcohol. It's the alcohol being so uncouth. It's complicated, but might be able to point you in the right direction of some help. I might also have a new toy to play with, a loaned toy. I've tried another drone since the demise of the Phantom 3. I've tried a Phantom 4, that was good. I'll try and get that back and do some aerial footage. In the meantime, Saha, we'll see you again soon, hopefully. Yeah, no fireplace, not to worry.